Kxo, it is Friday night, and Friday night is time for some high school football. Here is Carroll Buckley.
Well, thank you, Gabe Lemos. We are at Cal Jones Field on the campus of Central Union High School in El Centro, California. And we have the Central Spartans, the Southwest Eagles, in the city championship game. It's the Mayor's Trophy on the line. And these two schools in the Central Union High School District have been meeting, pretty much every year, except for one, since Southwest opened. Our high school football games brought to you by Southwest Security, by the CB Stop in Calexico, La Fonda Restaurant in Imperial, McNeece Mart, Dogwood and Maine, El Centro, Stan's Auto Body, the Broken Yolk Café, Imperial Valley College, Kennedy's Taco, Simply at Home, downtown El Centro, and by Kennedy's Karne. And we're going to be talking to John Driffill about what's happening tonight after this.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Stop located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Well, John Driffill, the two teams have met a few times over the years, and the Mayor's Trophy is on, it's on the line tonight. Two teams coming in, apparently, when you look at the records, heading in different directions, but, hey, this is brother against brother, cousin against cousin, Pop Warner and Little League teammate against each other, so, you know, you can throw a lot of that out of the way and get ready for some football, right?
Yes, the series actually has been one of streaks. It started in 1996. Southwest began fielding students in 1994. And the first 3 years, Central had the upper hand. They won 3 in a row. Then Southwest turned around and they won 4 in a row. After that, Central finally broke that, but then Southwest beat them the succeeding year. And then Central went on a 9-game winning streak all the way to where Southwest then ran off 3 in a row. And Central has now run off their own streak of 3 in a row the last 3 years. You mentioned that there was one no contest. That was 2 years ago, the COVID. There was no game played in 2020. So as of right now, Central does lead the series with 17 victories to 8. Southwest, as we said, when they win, it seems like they win in streaks. And the last few years, the streaks were going the other way, so they want to see if they can break that trend tonight.
Okay, some of the festivities that are taking place tonight. Some have already taken place, and we'll tell you about them coming up.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café, open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Cafe serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Cafe thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
And John, we talked about this is a special game. And the stands, bleachers on both sides of the field are full, and there's standing room around the edges of the field. So it's a big game. It started at about 6:30 this evening when they had what they are calling a Sparty Tunnel Run. Exceptional high school students from the Central Union High School District, as well as junior and middle high students from the surrounding schools. And they came racing through the Spartan inflatable tunnel and were met at midfield by the cheerleaders and a big banner and ovations from the crowd, and something very special for these special students. And it continues as the Spartans have just come out on the field, mobbing at the 50-yard line. They were led by the Spartan on horseback. And that's a feature. You know, I kind of missed the Clydesdales pulling the chariot, but hey, this will do, John.
It's very exciting to see the football team come out, and they have carrying the American flag, the quarterback, Damian Rodriguez, and they had 3 of the El Centro Spartan flags with various football players carrying those, and then 2 big giant flags. So a lot of festivities here, a lot of beauty and pageant. And you mentioned also another reason why this is a special night, all the emphasis on the special kids that are here. And Carroll, for those that have not actually been to Cal Jones Field since they've renovated and built the STEM building, they actually underneath the scoreboard have the specially built grandstands, and tonight is the first time that those grandstands will be in use, and they will be allowed for all of those special kids that you mentioned. And not only will they be treated to a football game, but they'll also be treated to pizza, sodas, and other snacks.
Can we move down there and do the game from there with the pizza?
Well, we've done games from worse positions than that.
Okay. The festivities continue, and we will after this.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, Accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chile rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
John, you heard they have 17 kinds of burritos at La Fonda. Gabe Lemus ordered all 17 at one time and went through every one of them in one sitting.
Not surprising.
Gabe.
Added to the festivities, Carroll, is during the national anthem, we just had a flyover or flyby.
Flyby by the Reach helicopter, and all sorts of excitement. And we're getting ready for the coin toss, and that will be taking place at the middle of the field. The Spartans lined up, where else? On the south side of the field, the home side. The Eagles, well, they're warming up off on the side. They are not on the field yet. And they are here. I saw them arrive, and I know they're loosening up, but they have not actually taken the field at this time. And J.J. Jackson, the who is the white hat tonight, the referee, I think he's looking for them. Hey, where are you? Come on out. We're ready to play. Anyway, the officials and the Spartan captains are getting ready to go out to the middle of the field. Here come the Eagles, and they right now on the field, another special thing, recognizing a successful food drive for the food bank. And again, the feeling throughout the district, the Central Union High School district, not just on this campus, but throughout the district, exceptional, and participating, getting involved, and reaching out. Josh Wise and James Gonzalez. Josh, the AD here. James is president of the Autism Society of Imperial County support system for families that have a child with autism. And it's remarkable what they are able to do, and things like that, John. They kind of permeate throughout the campus, not just here, but like we said, at Desert Oasis, at Southwest. It's a good feeling.
And Carroll, we definitely need to give kudos to the Central Union High School District, so that is Central Southwest and the adjoining schools. They gathered more than 6,190 pounds of food for the food drive. That's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food, and it'll feed a lot of people that need a helping hand at times. The Spartans and the Eagles will meet at midfield for the coin toss, and we'll be back.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Well, we've had the coin toss, and JJ has said that Central won the toss, and they will defer, which means they will be kicking off to the Southwest Eagles. And the Eagles will be going right to left across your radio dial. That would be east to west across the dial. And we're about ready for a kickoff.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Okay, John Driffill, you mentioned there were a few adjustments for the Spartans.
Yes, their offensive line now has been reconstituted to what they wanted to have at the beginning of the year. They actually had their center get hurt, so they moved a guard, a tackle, and the person who was playing center obviously was out. But what they have now is they have Eli Osuna goes from center to left guard. Israel Santiago is now the left tackle. Nicholas Jimenez is the right guard. And Anthony Ramirez is the right tackle, with Brennan Havens returning to the center. But, Carroll, the most important development of this game is we were told last week that Logan Youngers would be out. Obviously, he missed last week's game and this week's game. He was one of the captains, jogged out in the field, jogged off. So we certainly expect to see Logan Youngers as the quarterback at the start of this game as Southwest will receive the kick right now.
And the Eagles putting two guys back at the end zone, awaiting the kick. And we are awaiting the kick as well. And, back there, well, he was last week's starting quarterback. And right now is back at the end zone waiting for a punt, and that would be Matai Cervantes.
So obviously Youngers, we would assume, will be starting the quarterback. You usually don't have your quarterback out there ready to return the opening kickoff. We're just waiting for the officials to get set. It looks like they are now, and we'll wait for the whistle, and the ball will be kicked.
And the city championship game, Miles Rodriguez will kick it deep, and it'll be Matai picking it up at the 5, out across the 10 to the 20, finds a little bit of a seam out to the 23-yard line. Matai Cervantes with the return, and it'll be the Spartans ball, or the Eagles ball, rather. It was easy last week. We had 2 Eagles on the field.
Yep, couldn't be wrong last week.
Okay, let's see who is at quarterback right now.
It's Logan Youngers, number 5. And he has Cervantes behind him. That would be Matai Cervantes, who last week had his brother. His younger brother was in the backfield with him. as of right now, I do not see the younger Cervantes on the field.
Youngers from the shotgun. Youngers drops back, looks, chased out of the pocket, turns upfield. He's hit, and he'll be sacked. Back at the 10-yard line, chased by a whole bunch of Spartans, John.
Yeah, let's give credit to the defensive secondary as they were man-to-man, and then they had the 2 deep zone back there. So every receiver, and they had 5 of them out there, was covered. So that will go as a big loss on the first play all the way back to the 10-yard line, a loss of 13.
It'll be 2nd and 23. The Eagles already in a hole. Youngers, as you pointed out, sat out last week with an injury. Cervantes, Matai right next to him, back to pass looking, has some time, fires downfield, got a man open at the 30, out to the 40-yard line, and on the catch, Andres Lopez.
Yep.
Lopez out to the nice pitch and catch.
And that will go for a first down, and this is a much different team than we saw last week, Carroll. 29-yard completion from Youngers to Lopez.
Spotted on the 39-yard line. Eagles.
So what do you do when you've got 2nd and 23? You throw it deep and get a nice 29-yard gain for a big first down.
Empty backfield. It is only Youngers. Back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle. It is complete again to Andres Lopez. Lopez dropped by Charlie Sullivan.
And that is another first down, 10-yard pickup.
We have not seen this from the Eagles at any point this year, John.
Yeah, well, usually with Youngers and their quarterback, they were very competitive in the first half of all their games. I remember the one game we did with Vince Memorial, it was 7-6 at halftime. So Youngers can throw, and they've definitely got a good scheme. Central's obviously had some trouble here these first 2 pass plays.
Youngers from the pistol, hands off to Matai Cervantes. Cervantes is bulldogged down, and nice tackle there by the Eagles' Jacob De La Rosa. Gabe, let's hear it for Big Jake.
And obviously that play has been to set up what they're going to run here because they are having success throwing the football. Triple wideouts to the right side.
2nd and 10. Again, the pistol. Cervantes right behind Youngers. Fake it to Cervantes. Roll it to his right. Look downfield. Fires it. And it is caught on his knees. It was Estrada with the catch.
Jonah Estrada getting his first reception. So far, Youngers 3 for 3. That went for a 7-yard gain, bringing up 3rd and 3. Big play here as Southwest always looks to the bench to get the call in from their head coach, John Haynes.
Again, it is this time the shotgun. Now they drop back into a pistol with 2 H-backs to the left side. They run it to the left side, and the Spartans stuff him. That was the run.
Yeah, that was Cervantes on the carry.
And it is this evening Matai Cervantes. Last week it was his brother Fernie doing most of the ball carrying because Matai was the quarterback. They show they're going to go for a 4th and 3. The ball is on the Spartan 44-yard line.
Yeah, your quarterback's 3 for 3, Carroll, and certainly they're 0-4 on the year, so they're going to do what they think they need to do to try to get a victory here.
Empty backfield, trips on the left side, the wide side. Back to pass, looking Youngers, chased out of the pocket. He's being chased, looking for some place to run, no place to hide. Gets a block, turns it upfield. The ball is stripped, and the Spartans will recover it on the Eagle 44-yard line. It would have been their ball anyway. But did you see the hack at the ball when and I'm not sure who the pursuer was, but he had Youngers in his grasp with one hand and hacked the ball away with the other. And the Spartans recover.
Yeah, I believe Skylar Cook was on the recovery, and that ball was stripped all the way back in Central territory on the 44-yard line. So that was a loss of 12 on the play for Youngers and then a fumble.
So it is 1st and 10 Spartans. And it'll be Damian Rodriguez from the pistol. Sullivan right behind him. And it is Sullivan, nothing inside. He tries to go outside, loses the football, and the Eagles pick it up. Sullivan coughed up the football, and the recovery by Aidan Salazar.
Yeah, Salazar was able to beat the quarterback from the Spartans, Rodriguez, to the football, and Salazar fell on it, his recovery, and so now Central back on defense. Southwest right back on offense, pretty much where they were before their fumble on the 45-yard line. So after the turnover, Southwest ended up losing a yard.
1st and 10, Eagles. John, we're already having a great game, and we're just not even halfway through the first quarter. Remarkable. 1st and 10, Eagles. Pistol. Youngers will fake and then race and throw it away, and incomplete. Youngers being pursued and did get it away. He was nailed by Michael Fisher as he threw the ball.
Michael Fisher has been a true find for the Spartans this year. He's been playing stellar defense since he became a starter at the beginning of the year. He's only a junior.
It is 2nd and 10.
Youngers did well, Carroll, to throw that ball away instead of taking another big sack.
Youngers from the pistol. This time he does hand it off and finding a room, dancing, darting. 3 direction changes and a pickup at 3 yards. So there wasn't a lot there, but Matai Cervantes made something out of nothing.
And again, that play will set up what Southwest will run here. We would expect this is 4-down territory again.
3rd and 7.
Southwest now having some trouble getting the right personnel out onto the field as Mario Gonzalez comes out with the play. All Southwest players now staring at the sidelines, getting the call in from head coach John Haynes.
Trips on the right side.
It's that diamond or that triangle formation out there, the delta.
Youngers. Again, the pistol. Youngers drops back to pass, has some protection this time. Now De La Rosa chases him. There is a flag on the play as Youngers turns it upfield and is hit from behind. There is a flag back on the play, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be holding against the Eagles, John.
Yeah, we've got 2 flags down. We'll see if the one flag is holding against the Central secondary as they once again had all of the receivers blanketed. Youngers turned upfield, was tackled very near the first down, but now the officials have to determine if they call the same foul or if they have 2 separate ones.
And they're showing one.
It looks like it's coming back, so this will go against the Eagles.
Holding against the Eagles. And instead of a first down, it'll remain 3rd, but it's going to be 3rd and about 18. Oh, they keep moving it back. Okay, from the point of the infraction, so it is 3rd and 22.
Yeah, it was in the backfield where the hold was, so the ball went all the way back to the 43.
Okay, Coach, last time you had a 3rd and 23. You converted with a 29-yard completion. Can we do it again? Shotgun this time.
Triple wideouts to the right side.
Youngers chased and down.
That was Jared Martin who just broke in. Somebody forgot to block Jared.
I won't point fingers, but it was his running back that missed the block.
Yeah, Jared just so quick off the line. The halfback he did not have a chance. So that's another big loss back to the 35 of 8 yards.
4th and 30. I'm not making that up. It is 4th down and 30 yards to go. I think we will see a punt.
This will be our first punt of the evening.
Oh, boy. Here we go. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the first quarter, and we've been all over the place.
Now, Southwest did have some trouble with their punting last week as they had a new punter.
And a new snapper, I believe. Snapper is very important, obviously. And that's why, because it was bounced back to the punter, and he gets it out to the 35, and that's it. And smart move. It looked like he was going to start a little bit of trash talk, but he's in the middle of the Spartans on the sideline. You don't do that.
Yeah, and he didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
No.
That's Aiden Salazar, who was kicking. Raul Zamora kicked last week. So they're going to mark the ball right at the line of scrimmage. So that's no gain for Aiden. And now Centro will take over deep in Southwest territory.
And it wasn't the punter. It was 2 hops back to him, and he made the best. Couldn't do much of anything. It is 1st and 10 Spartans. Excellent field position on the Eagle 35-yard line. Back to pass, firing. It is complete in the middle and tossed down on the completion, I believe. That was Emiliano Morales.
Yeah, picked up 7 yards, bringing up 2nd and 3. As Carroll, Matt Sullivan was not in for that play, but he is back on the lineup now. So Sullivan was out, and we'll see now at 2nd and 3 if they will give it to Sullivan. His 1 carry, he did have the fumble.
Spread formation, single setback. That's Charlie Sullivan. Back to pass, looking, firing into the flat. It is complete and dropped. Good coverage downfield by the Eagles and knocked the ball out for the incompletion.
That was an excellent defensive play as the ball pass was intended to Sergio Garcia. And as you mentioned, he caught the ball, but then the defensive back just swiped it away, knocked it down.
And that defensive back, well, that would have been Julian Lopez. Okay, it is 3rd and 3, and the Eagles jump. Were they enticed? We'll let the white hat figure that one out. It is encroachment.
Centro's first down of the evening here as they pick up the 5-yard penalty. Southwest already with 2 first downs of their own.
And speaking of the officials wearing the white hat, the referee is J.J. Jackson, umpire Michael Garcia, line judge Eric Turner, head linesman Michael Giordano, and back judge is James Bentley. And it is Sullivan, turns it upfield at the 10-5, touchdown.
So Central was in the Wildcat formation. Southwest had all 11 players, Carroll, up within a yard of the line of scrimmage. All of the defensive linemen, and then right behind them, less than a half yard away, were the other 7 players. And Sullivan just turned on the jets and went right around, as we saw last week, the team speed that gave Southwest so much trouble. Sullivan, 23-yard touchdown.
We'll have the point after attempt. Rodriguez will try. Milas. Snap back, kick up. Kick is good. 4:12 to play in the first quarter. We have our first score. It is Central 7, Southwest nothing.
You're listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXOL Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Well, the Central Spartans went 35 yards on 3 plays, 1 of 2 passing. And the touchdown, it was a 23-yard scamper by Charlie Sullivan. And that's where we stand. The point after attempt was good. 7-0. Central with the lead. And another deep kickoff, and it'll be fielded at the 5, bringing it out across the 10, the 15, right where he's supposed to go, right up the middle, but the Spartans met him at the 21-yard line and dropped him right there.
Took the ball right up the heart of the field. Then once he got to the 20, it hit a brick wall. So that will give Southwest first down from their own 20.
And they spot it right on the 20.
They have moved the ball through the air proficiently, 3 for 4, and they've got 45 yards so far. Their rushing, though, has been extremely poor with the bad snap counting into the negative yards.
1st and 10, Eagles. Shotgun formation. Youngers drops back to pass. Chase, he's hit and sacked inside the 5-yard line. And on that was Josiel Rodriguez.
He's another one, Carroll, that's really come around this year. He wasn't listed as a starter when they started in August. And he just blew right through the guard's tackle gap and was able to bring Youngers down. Youngers, no chance. All the way back on the 5-yard line for a loss of 15.
It'll be 2nd and 25. Standing in his end zone, it is Youngers, dumps it off. It is complete out to about the 9-yard line.
That's Cervantes, so you had one quarterback throwing to the other, and picked up 5 positive yards. They marked it at the 10.
So it'll be 3rd and 10, or 3rd and 20, rather.
Southwest does need to be extremely careful here. If they run any deep pass plays, they take a chance of getting a sack in the end zone.
And somebody jumped, and I saw an Eagle jump, and then the Spartans followed, but the officials saw it differently. Maybe they ought to sit up here with us, John. We get a better view.
Yeah, that picks up 15 yards, but it's still going to bring up 3rd and 15. But now I don't think Southwest is going to be limited to what they can run. They're far enough away from the goal line. Youngers 4 for 5, so he's had a very good first quarter here to start this game.
3rd and 15 from the 15. 2:56 to play in the first quarter. Central leads 7-0. Youngers drops back, has some time this time, getting him from behind and knocking the ball away. Again, he had time, but coverage downfield was excellent. And who got him was number 18.
Yeah, we do not have that listed. Yes, we do. No, we do not have him listed. There is no number 18. I'll check to see if we have a new listing there, Carroll. But I do want to explain what Central did that time that gave Southwest so much trouble. Youngers trying to read the defense. And actually, Jared Martin on the line dropped back into coverage.
High snap, brings it down, gets away, nice kick. It'll be fielded at the 41, looking for some running room, dancing around, and finally getting dropped after a short gain was Arturo Estrada.
We also have a penalty flag down.
Yep, and it saw an initial call of a hold. Got away, very nice kick under a little bit of pressure. And the officials are discussing. And JJ's going to tell me. Catching up on some scores around the Valley, Fallbrook leads Brawley 3-0 in the first quarter. Vincent and Bonita Vista tied at 14. They're playing in Chula Vista. Our score here is 7-0. Central leads. And penalty against the Spartans on the return.
And they mark it off from the end of the play, not from the spot, because the spot was well inside the 20-yard line. So that'll put the Spartans out, still in Southwest territory, but all the way in the 47-yard line.
And I'm assuming that was a personal foul, John, since it was 15. Eagles with the ball or the Spartans with the ball on the Eagle 47-yard line.
Sullivan is in the backfield behind Rodriguez.
That would be the pistol formation. Dumps it off in the flat. It is complete and hit immediately Gavin Marini. And he'll lose 2 yards. Swarmed on by a host of Eagles. But forward progress to the 49, so he only lost 2. I think Southwest was aware of that play.
Yeah, they were certainly well coached and they were well scouted. Central runs that play quite a bit. Now we'll see if they're going to set up that play to try to get the D-backs to come up, and then they go behind them on a deep pass.
2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Central leads 7-0, Stanley. Marini goes in motion. Handoff is to Sullivan. He follows Marini and a couple of big guys across the 40, and he'll pick up 10 to the 40-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd and about 2. Make it 3rd and 3. Beautiful watching the blocks set up, John, and Marini leading. What they do is they put the slot back in motion, and then he will typically stop right about where they're going to run the ball. And so you've got the extra blocker.
We have a timeout on the field by the Eagles.
Timeout with 1:14 to play in the first quarter. It is Central 7 and the Southwest Eagles nothing.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Spartans have the ball. It is 3rd and 3 from the Eagle 40-yard line. And oh boy, that was stupid. That was really dumb. I'm sorry. One of the down linemen from the Eagles jumped. The ball was never snapped. He grabbed the quarterback and threw him down.
Yeah, that was the Wildcat. That was Charlie Sullivan.
And, okay, as the quarterback on the Wildcat, so the only setback. That was,
Yeah, he jumped offside. That's no big deal. There's lots of whistles. We could hear him up here even with the headsets on. So everybody heard it. Sullivan just stood there, and then the young man came in and grabbed him and threw him down. Didn't hurt him. But that will give Central their second first down, both of them by their third first down, but their second one by a offside penalty.
Okay, and that I didn't see an ejection, but there could have been.
I think cooler heads prevailed. The Southwest Eagles got the offending player off the field before they could throw him out. Now we're back regular shotgun offense with Rodriguez.
1st and 10 from the Eagle 25, rolling to his left. Rodriguez fires across field to the right, and a catch, fingertip catch. That's Garcia, Sergio Garcia, put a move on the defender. The defender was on his back, legally, and Garcia picked it up with his fingertips grass high.
33-yard reception, Carroll.
And that'll make it 1st and goal.
So we'd expect to see perhaps the Wildcat, but no, we still have Rodriguez in there. It's 1st and goal from the 2. that was quite a catch. I mean, he just caught that right off the top of the blade of the grass. I mean,
remarkable.
He's only a sophomore.
Rodriguez looks, fires, and into the end zone. Garcia incomplete. Little bit of hand fighting in the corner of the end zone, but no harm, no foul. I have no problem with that not being called.
And what Central is trying to do there is reward Garcia for that fantastic catch. Let him have a shot at getting the touchdown. Now we'll see if they do go back to the Wildcat. They're still on the 2-yard line. We're still in the first quarter as the clock stops.
40 seconds to play. Central leads 7-0. They have it 2nd and goal on their 2. High snap, bobbled and picked up by Rodriguez, and he'll get maybe a yard. He stretched out, held the ball out, but it'll bring up 3rd and goal from just inside the 2. Give him a half yard on that, John.
And people wonder why Central doesn't let the quarterback run. That time you could see he just does not have the foot speed that Central does possess, so there's no sense to do that. What he's got is the golden arm. Now we are going to see the Wildcat, Carroll, with Sullivan back there. Also, Skylar Cook is in, as well as Marini.
Marini is the H-back. Marini leads block, and Charlie Sullivan gets into the end zone. Touchdown. The Spartans score. So, John, we're still in the first quarter, and we've had more action in the first quarter than we've had in some whole games.
We've seen a couple fumbles already, some great passing by both teams, a tremendous catch, and some excellent running by Charlie Sullivan.
Snap back, kick up, kick is into the stem building and good. 31 seconds to play. In the first quarter, Central 14, Southwest nothing.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
We are KXO, El Centro, California. High school football, the city championship, Central and Southwest. Rodriguez will kick it short, kind of a pooch kick. It'll bounce at the 40, and the Spartans recover. And that one coming out of the playbook, Ethan Thomas recovered it and just kind of put it between where everybody was, John.
Yeah, we've seen that. Well, we have a penalty flag down, Carroll, so we have to wait and see if this is going to stand. There's a flag right at the 40-yard line. There's no doubt the ball went far enough. They kicked it from their own 40, so that's 20 yards downfield, actually. And so they're picking up the flag. So that will turn the ball over to Central. Now, we've seen other teams do that against both Southwest and Central. That seems to be the rage this year in 2022, Carroll, the little pooch kick. So Central is gathering around the 50-yard line, but the ball's sitting on the 37, so that's where they will take over. I did not see who covered that football. Did you get that?
Yes, I did. That would be Ethan Thomas. And it'll be Spartan football, 1st and 10 on the Eagle 37-yard line.
And that does go as a turnover, Carroll.
Back to pass, looking, faking, firing deep downfield, and it is caught. Touchdown. Timing pattern, and was that Marini? We're trying to get the number of the...
yeah, all the confetti flying in the air as Central does.
I believe that was Marini, Gavin Marini.
It was a beautiful pass, beautiful catch.
Timing is everything, and that was timing.
Central's third touchdown, and we're still in the first quarter.
And we'll have the point after attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. 22.8 seconds to play in the first quarter. Central 21, Southwest nothing.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chile rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Well, we'll have the kickoff, and Miles Rodriguez, same thing. And this time it is fielded by the Eagles as they adjusted. And caught the ball and didn't really take it anywhere. Cole Redden with a heads-up play.
Who is the son of the head varsity baseball coach over there at Southwest. Cole does play baseball as well. Carroll, you might wonder why Central's doing that little pooch kick. Obviously, they want to control this game, but it's also to show their upcoming opponents, including modern-day Imperial, Brawley, that they've got that in the arsenal. And the other teams are going to have to work on that. They're going to have to spend time preparing for it.
And on the handoff, first back through, and ball is free, but he was already down.
That's Cervantes again, but did pick up a couple positive yards.
And tonight it has been Matai Cervantes doing the bulk of the running. Last week he was quarterback, and his brother Fernie did the bulk of the running. And there we go. The end of the first quarter of play. At the end of one quarter, it is Central 21, Southwest nothing.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
And I'm Carroll Buckley. With me, John Driffill. Our producer-engineer is, Gabe Lemos. Technical assistance provided by Kurt Hoffman. And tonight, technical assistance provided by one Mr. Bobby Brown.
A lot of things going on here, Carroll. Just a whole lot of pageantry and things happening. Southwest now in a deep hole, down by 3 touchdowns. Just the start of the second quarter. They do have the ball on their own 39-yard line, looking at 2nd and 8.
And again, this time the shotgun. Younger's hands off, and it is Cervantes in the backfield. Cervantes cuts right, moves to the left, and gets it out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Cervantes has, on the rushing game, Carroll, all of the positive yards as they finally unpiled everyone, as there was about 10 players there.
They were tangled up on the bottom of the pile. So it's a gain of about 2, be 3rd and 6.
And Southwest trying to slow down that pass rush of the Spartans. Central, as they've done all year, move players around. This time, Jared Martin is on the left side of the defensive line, moving over from he had previously been on the right side.
Keep them guessing. Low snap. Youngers picks it up. He's being chased by Jared Martin, and he goes down. And we'll give Martin half a sack, and we'll give half a sack to Israel Rascon.
And that's why your defensive alignment does move players like Jared Martin around, because if the defense doesn't know where he is, then he's very difficult to block. He's just an excellent athlete to begin with. That's another 15-yard loss for the Eagles and brings up 4th and long, and we'll have another punt.
And dropping back to receive that punt is Arturo Estrada. Holtville leads Mission Bay 6-0 in the second quarter. That's in San Diego, right by the beach. Good snap, nice low tumbling punt. Let it go, get away. That's it. It'll be down at the Spartans' 45-yard line. They'll put it in play 1st and 10. And they are moving from right to left, west to east. The Eagles started off strong, John, and
Centro made a few adjustments with their defensive line. And I do want to mention that Jaden Ayala, another sophomore, is out on the field for the first time, one of the H-backs or wide receivers.
Marini in motion, snap back, and that one was blown dead early.
And let me check.
The center forgot the snap count, John.
Well, that's because Jaden Ayala is not the H-back. He was the quarterback. So Rodriguez is on the sidelines, and Central has put in their sophomore backup quarterback, Jaden Ayala, who's listed at 6'1", 175.
Okay. And I don't think there's a problem with Damian, John.
Yeah,
I think it's just, hey, we got 21-0. Let's not push it.
We have never seen Coach Pena ever run up the score on anybody.
Ayala puts Marini in motion. Snap back, hands off. No, he doesn't. He fakes it to Charlie Sullivan, dumps it off to Marini. Marini lights up the afterburners, crosses the 50 down to the 46-yard line into Eagle territory.
Marini's third reception on the evening here. As Ayala, excellent fake and a perfect pass to Marini on the move.
And I'm looking for Ramirez on the sideline to see if there is an issue, if there is a problem. I don't think there is necessarily. And again, flags before the snap.
And we have offside against Southwest. They lined up in the neutral zone.
So that'll give the Spartans a first down. Instead of 2nd and 1, it'll be 1st and 10, spotted on the Eagle 41-yard line. Again, I don't see Damian Rodriguez on the.
Yeah, there's so many players down there, and they're all huddled around. So he's down there somewhere. We'll pick him up.
Ayala looking downfield, firing deep downfield, and overthrows the target, Arturo Estrada. He's got an arm, John.
He's only a sophomore, and he showed off his arm right there. As he let that ball fly, Arturo Estrada was running a post. That means he's running to the center of the field, and the football was thrown out to a flag, which would be the pylon corner. So no chance for anyone to get to that football. But, yeah, the young man really threw the ball downfield about 45 yards.
On a line from the pistol. Hands off Charlie Sullivan up the middle. Charlie Sullivan across the 40 to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of about 7. And when in doubt, hand the ball to Charlie.
That's one of the things your offense can do when you know that you can pick up huge amounts of yardage with Charlie Sullivan running, and that time he picked up 8. Only his 3rd carry of the evening because they have not needed him tonight, although he has scored 2 touchdowns.
Ayala hands off to Charlie Sullivan. Charlie Sullivan up the gut across the 20 to the 15, inside the 10, 5, touchdown, stayed in bounds, and scores from 33 yards out. Excellent run. And one of the Eagles' defensive backs tried to bump him down. Charlie's not going to go down on a bump.
His 3rd touchdown of the evening, 33-yard run. He was injured last week in the first quarter, so obviously he is recovered completely.
We'll have the point after attempt. So far, it's been perfect. Snap back, good snap, kick up. Kick is good. 9:26 to play in the first half. Central 28, Southwest nothing.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Miles Rodriguez set to kick off again. He kicks it deep this time, and it'll be fielded back inside the 5-yard line, looking for some running room, turning it to the outside, cutting it up the far sideline, out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line on the return. And it'll be Eagles ball, 1st and 10.
Nice return, Carroll, by the Eagles. They actually had a little picket line set up, brought it out just shy of the 30, mark it on the 28, as you called. So Southwest trying to get something started here. We'll have all the stats at halftime. Because of all the sacks, they're going to be in negative yards. But with all of that said, Youngers has had a good first half passing. He's 4 for 6.
Empty backfield, spread formation. Here come the Spartans, dumping it off and incomplete. Quick across the middle pass, and it goes incomplete, intended for Jonah Estrada.
Excellent read by Youngers as Josiel Rodriguez, who's out there as a stand-up linebacker, and he blitzed. So Youngers read that and just threw the ball right into the area where Rodriguez had vacated. Unfortunately, they couldn't come down with the ball.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Fireworks off to the north, John.
Not sure what that would be for.
I'm not sure either. Little play action rolling to the right, dumping it off underneath, and what a hit. Oh, my. Big, big hit by the Spartans, Jonah Estrada. And Estrada just, I'm sorry, that was Estrada that caught the ball, and he was hit by Josiel Rodriguez.
That's the player we just mentioned. He did pick up 3 yards, so it does go for positive gain.
3rd and 7. Again, we're getting a fireworks show on the field and up to the north of us.
Nehemiah Perez is back at safety, his first action of the night.
Long count, snap back, looking, chased out of the pocket, turns it upfield. He's being chased and goes down. After about a 2-yard gain, it'll bring up 4th and about 5.
Youngers did well to not try to stay in the pocket and complete the pass. He was able to get positive yards for the first time tonight, but that will bring up now 4th and about 7.
4th and, okay, we'll give him 6. And again, we will see a punt.
Artie Estrada is back for the Spartans. And he obviously, as with Charlie Sullivan, can really put the moves on the defensive players.
Snap is good. Kick is away. High, short kick. Calls for a fair catch, but it doesn't reach him. And it'll be downed. 1st and 10 Spartans on the Eagle 48-yard line.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
1st and 10 Spartans. They have a 28-0 lead as we have 7:17 to play in the first half. Damian Rodriguez, quarterback. Charlie Sullivan right next to him. Marini goes in motion, and so does half the offensive line, which means it'll be 1st and 15.
It's not a new quarterback, but last series you had Jaden Ayala, so Rodriguez comes back. And as we saw with Ayala's first, although they're marking this against the Eagles, Carroll, so apparently they came across first. And if a player comes into the neutral zone, the offensive players do need to protect themselves. So Centro picks up 5 the easy way.
That's why I carried a blackjack, John. I would protect myself with that. 1st and 5. Rodriguez, Damian puts Marini in motion, slaps him as he goes by, and now one of the offensive linemen picks up and starts his block before anybody else moves. Yes.
So we've had 2 plays blown dead on first offside Southwest, and so Central gave it back with a motion. So right back where we started after the punt, we're back on the 48-yard line, still 1st and 10.
And part of that, John, I believe, is we've got some there have been some substitutions on the line. So it is still 1st down. It is 1st and 10.
And that's a good thing, Carroll.
Yes.
We're just barely, not even halfway through the second quarter, and Central's getting some subs in there.
Charlie Sullivan follows his block, cuts it to the outside across the 40. Another move at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, and did he make it in? He got awful close. Touchdown. Unless they say he was out of bounds at the 1. I'm trying to get the read. They're calling the change down to the far end. So he got pushed out at about the 3-yard line.
Right. There can't be, obviously, the 10 yards they want, but they'll mark down the down markers, so they're going to put it.
Well, now we're going to have a point after, so it was a touchdown. He never signaled touchdown.
Yeah, I was looking at the faraway official, but that's fine. We're going to get there. 5th.
Snap back, kick up, kick is good. 7:03 to play in the first half. It is Central 35 and Southwest nothing.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from shelf, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
The Central Spartans with a 35-0 lead. Charlie Sullivan, 3 scores already, John?
Yes, Sullivan has 3 touchdowns all on the ground as this ball is kicked deep again by the Spartans.
Picked up at the 10-yard line, looking for some running room and then slipping as he tries to make a cut and going down at about the 19-yard line. And on the return was Cole Redden.
He did well to bring it out just shy of the 20 as Central kicked the ball to the one side, but then funneled him to where he was brought down at the 19.
It is Eagles ball, 1st and 10 on their own 19-yard line, looking to get some offense.
Hector Ramirez is in now as a defensive back for the Spartans.
From the pistol, dropping back, dumps it off in the flat, little screen over in the flat, and it goes complete and all the way out to the 25-yard line. Aiden Salazar with the catch and a nice little run after the catch.
And we saw that play last week was very successful for the Eagles against the Santa Fe Christian Eagles. Picked up a nice 5 yards on that one.
Youngers. Okay, difference between the pistol and the shotgun. In the pistol, the running back is behind the quarterback. They hand off, and that would be Salazar, and Salazar will lose about 2 yards. And that will bring up the 3rd down.
Southwest, again, just trying to get anything going on the ground as they've just had a very difficult time penetrating that Central defensive front. We mentioned Central, they don't change players, but they change positions, and so that makes it difficult to know who they're supposed to block.
3rd and we'll call it 5. And
Matthew Mills, a quarterback for the Spartans as well.
A little bit of play action. Youngers chased out of the pocket and dropped again. And again, that is Martin on the sack. And what can I say, John? He spent more time in the backfield than their running backs.
Another big loss down inside the 20.
4th and 15. Jared Martin, kind of a hybrid outside linebacker, defensive end, covers a lot of territory, quick, good size.
Southwest punting from their end zone, Carroll, so they'll need a good snap here.
4th and 15. And in punt formation, it bounces back. He gets it away barely and caught at the 34-yard line, across the 20 to the 10, breaks through the punter into the end zone, touchdown, and a flag behind the play.
Yeah, this one might not stand.
But on the run, Artie Estrada.
We mentioned that young man has some real moves. He shows them as a junior wide receiver. And it looks like that they're going to bring it back. It's still going to be deep in Southwest territories. We have 4:18 to go here in the first half.
Artie Estrada did what you're supposed to do, took it right up the gut and then cut it to the outside, broke a tackle, ran over the punter into the end zone.
Yeah, Centro with excellent team speed this year, and we saw last week that team speed from Santa Fe Christian gave Southwest a lot of trouble, as it is again tonight. So it looks like we're going to finally get the ball set down on the 15-yard line. Looks like we're going to put the ball down 15-yard line, but apparently it's going to be first and goal from the 15.
Well, let's instead of that, let's call it the 12.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, they finally marked it down at the 12. We'll have to wait and see if, okay, now they've got it set. So it will be first and 10 from the 12.
Damian Rodriguez will take the snap. And on the fly, it is Estrada down inside the 5. So he took it down there, give him a shot to get it in. And remember, I talked about that last week. Guy runs 48 yards, gets pushed out of bounds at the 1, and they give the ball to somebody else to score. Oh, that used to make me so mad.
They will give Estrada 6 yarders. They mark the ball down on the 6. Second and 4, excuse me.
Nicholas Viesca is the running back right now. And again, I don't think there's a thing wrong with Charlie Sullivan. I think it's, okay, let's get somebody else in here. It is 2nd and 4.
And we have seen Viesca before in the backfield.
Yes, good size. Snap back, dumps it into the corner of the end zone for Estrada. And it's batted away, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
As the ball remains on the 6-yard line.
One of the things we should point out about Viesca is he's a sophomore, John.
Yes, many of these players that we've been calling recently that have entered the game are sophomores.
Which means you get them some playing time now, and it's nothing new when you need them.
Only makes them better for next year and the year after.
3rd and 5.
Now, this would be Wildcat territory, but Sullivan, as you mentioned, is on the sidelines.
Snap back, but again, the Spartans are moving, and I think that has part of it to do with there are some newer players out there. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
And you've mentioned some sophomores, Carroll, the last 3 snaps. We've had freshman Emiliano Morales in one of those wide-out reception position as he's been going in motion.
He's been going in motion, picking up almost like an H-back with the blocks. Damian Rodriguez takes a snap, drops back, looks, fires. It is complete. And down to the 1-yard line. The pass completed to Arturo Estrada, and the junior gets it down to the 1. So it'll be 1st and goal on the 1. I give it to Viesca here, John.
Yeah, not a bad time to go to Estrada, as he is sure-handed.
And Charlie Sullivan is in. Let's see. And so is Damian Rodriguez. Let's see what they do.
We have timeout.
Timeout.
Southwest, their second of the
Southwest takes the timeout. 2:56 to play in the first half. It is Central 35, Southwest nothing.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelet, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the Valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
We are AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, also on our KXO YouTube channel. It is first and goal from the 1. Rodriguez has Charlie Sullivan right next to him. Takes the hand. No, he fakes it to Sullivan, dumps it off into the end zone. Touchdown.
That is the freshman, Emiliano Morales.
And get the freshman a taste of what it's like. So the Spartans put another one on the boards.
And Carroll, I don't want to jinx them, but tonight the point after touchdown by Rodriguez has been excellent. At the start of the year, he was pretty shaky the first 2 or 3 games, but he has looked very comfortable and very proficient tonight, just drilling the ball right through the uprights.
And the snaps are good, and the holds are good, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 2:51 to play in the first half, it is Central 42, Southwest nothing.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, housing program, career services support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. Scores around the valley. Raleigh leads Fallbrook 14-3 in the second quarter. Mission Bay 7, Holtville 6, second quarter. Claremont 8, Calapat nothing, second quarter. Palo Verde leads Barstow 21-7. Our score here, it is 42-0. Central leads the Southwest Eagles. That high pooch kick, it is fielded at the 25. I think he called a fair catch, John.
Yeah, now actually, if you want to be a stickler for the rules, if you call a fair catch and run it, it's a delay of game, 5-yard penalty. But I think the officials are just going to go ahead and actually they're bringing it back. So either they kicked it before the whistle or somebody jumped offside. This is an evening that the freshman Carroll Emiliano Morales is not going to forget, along with his entire family. The young man picks up his first action on the varsity level, and his first pass to him goes for a touchdown.
So we will kick again from the same spot.
And that same Emiliano Morales is getting congratulations there on the sidelines.
Milas puts a short kick down at the 20. It's fielded right there, looking for some running room. Cuts it to the outside. Hit, breaks a tackle, and then he is dropped in his tracks. Oh, my. Cesar Becerra just leveled him. When they're going to love watching the films on that one, John. It was textbook.
Textbook tackle, as you mentioned. But, Carroll, let's give the young man over there that returned that football, Alejandro Sorono Ibarra, he brought it all the way out to the 27-yard line. So that's some of the best field position that Southwest has had after an exchange of kicks.
Youngers has Matai Cervantes right next to him. Youngers drops back to pass, chased out of the pocket. He's hit and spun down. And Jacob De La Rosa, Big Jake, with another sack. So Youngers will lose more.
They lost about 9 yards on that one. The ball is back all the way on the 18-yard line.
And it is 2nd and 19.
Now, in the pro level, these sacks will be counted against your passing game, but in high school, it's against your rushing. So we'll have all those stats when this final 2 minutes burn away here in the first half.
2nd and 19. Handoff, it is to now a flag way behind the play.
On the carry for the Eagles was the first time tonight we've called
Jason Cordova. or Edgar Cisneros. We got two number 11s. That would have been Cisneros.
Right. We remember that from the previous game, and there's a flag in the backfield.
After the play.
So we'll have to wait and see if somebody was saying something.
It is holding against the Eagles. I think we'll decline it. We do.
JJ had his flag stuck in his pocket. He couldn't get it out. By the time he pulled it out, the play was over. Cisneros, meanwhile, is going to be credited with about a 5-yard pickup all the way out to the 23.
So it'll be 3rd and 15. From the 23, the Eagles 23. They have been in their own territory almost all night. The Spartans have had no real sustained drives. They score quick. Cisneros right next to Youngers. Ball is on the ground. Cisneros is hit, grabbed, and spun around. And a whole host of Spartans. Charlie Sullivan had him by the shirt, spun him around. And then coming up and finishing off the tackle was Michael Fisher. So it's 4th and 15.
Cisneros, nice job, Carroll. He picked up 8 yards on those 2 carries, by far the most productive rushing on the evening for the Eagles.
Less than a minute to play in the first half. Central leads 42-0.
Southwest would like to see if they could let the game clock run out here, but there's still 40 seconds to go, so probably the play clock has already been put in motion. So Southwest may just run it down as far as they can and then take a timeout, as they have done right now.
We've got 32 seconds to play in the first half. Central 42, Southwest nothing.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Jonah Estrada will punt again. He's under pressure, has been all night. The snaps have been marginal. When it's a good snap, he's gotten away some nice kicks. It is Arturo Estrada back to receive. Nice snap, gets it away, short. Shanked it. And fielded on the sideline. Fair catch by the coach. So it'll be 1st and 10 Spartans on the Eagle 40-yard line. We've got 27 seconds in the first half. Got some new folks out there. Sergio Becerra is in at the running back position.
I'm curious to see if Centro's going to go in the victory formation.
Jaden Ayala is the quarterback. Trotting out there is Diego Quezada.
Sophomore, first time we've called his name this year.
And we will see the victory formation, which means take a knee, nobody do anything dumb. There we go. That's the end of the first half. At the end of one half of football, the city championship, it is Central 42, Southwest nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500. 4500.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
High school football, we are live on KXO El Centro, California. Right here, live and local for the Imperial Valley. And it is the city championship game. The Central Spartans and the Southwest Eagles, the Great Spartan Band on the field, the Eagles on the far side of the field, their band ready to perform. Renee Baker, the Spartan band director, Patrick Yanni, the Eagle band director. And we'll have a halftime performance. Well, we're already getting one. The drum majors are communicating with their batons in the middle of the field. And the two bands will be performing at halftime. And again, at halftime, our score 42-0. It has been all the Central Spartans and the Southwest Eagles in the locker room, trying to sort things out. And we've got some numbers for you, and we'll get to them in just a minute.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast, from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Cafe serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Cafe thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
We are at the half. The Central Spartans lead 42-0. John Driffill, you've got numbers.
And they show exactly what the scoreboard is showing. Total domination by Central. Had a lot of fireworks right to start the game. Southwest came out after getting the opening kickoff and was able to march the ball all the way near midfield. And then they turned it over. Central turned it right back over on their first play. But after that, it's been all Central. Southwest is credited with 14 rushes in the first half. 9 of those were actually sacks. So the 14 rushes get a credit of a negative 79 yards when you put in all of those sacks. On the first half evening, Youngers was sacked 8 times for negative 91 yards. The other side of the coin, though, is Younger was very effective throwing the ball, especially early in the first quarter, as Logan Younger 6 for 9 for 64 total yards. That gives Southwest only negative 15 yards for the half. They did have 2 first downs, and they did have 2 turnovers, both fumbles. Actually, one was a recovered onside kick, which goes as a fumble. The fumble on the field was recovered by Skylar Cook. The kick that went as an onside pooch kick was recovered by the Spartans' Ethan Thomas. We'll be back to look at the individual stats for Southwest after this.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from shelf, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in California, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field, where in the 26th edition of the El Centro City Championship game, the Spartans are dominating first half play with a 42-0 lead. We mentioned the team stats for Southwest in the first half. Let's look at individually how they accomplished their yards. First, we already mentioned that the quarterback for the Eagles, Logan Youngers, was sacked 8 times for a negative 91 yards, and so that's why I put the total yards at a negative mark. But you take that away, we do have some positive things. Getting 6 rushes from the line of scrimmage, Matai Cervantes picked up 7 yards on those 6 rushes. Carrying the ball 1 time on a fly play or sweep was Aiden Salazar. He was tackled for no gain, and near the end of the first half, the successful running of Edgar Cisneros of 2 carries gave the Eagles 8 yards on the ground. So you add up their total, then you take away, they gained 15, then take away the sacks. That's where we ended up with a negative 79 yards. Their receptions, 6 completions, were spread out among 4 players. First, for the Eagles, Andres Lopez had 2 catches for 39 yards. The first one was a beautiful 29-yard second and 23 play that he completed downfield. So the most effective offensive display in the first half by the Eagles was the wide receiver Andres Lopez, 2 catches, 39 yards. Also getting 2 catches, Jonah Estrada for 10 yards. Matai Cervantes had 1 catch out of the backfield for 5 yards. And Aiden Salazar had 1 catch for 5 yards. We'll be back to look at the Central side after this.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
We're at Cal Jones Field for the 26th edition of the city championship game, where at the half, the homestanding Central Spartans lead the visiting Southwest Eagles from across town 42-0. Central, obviously with that big lead, had a tremendous half of where they picked up yards on the ground and through the air. We can see that the Central Spartans ran the ball 18 times from scrimmage for 131 yards. They had 6 of 10 pass attempts and completions for a total of 86 yards. And those passes, actually this time it was not divided, but Damian Rodriguez, the majority, but we also had the sophomore Jaden Ayala threw a couple passes in the first half. So we see that Central ran the ball 18 times from scrimmage for 131 yards, 6 for 10, the combined quarterbacks for 86 yards, giving Central 217 total yards. They did have 8 first downs, and the reason that was limited to a minimum amount was because their drives only took 2, 3, 4 plays. So that's why they only had 8 first downs. The very first Central play from scrimmage did result in a fumble that was recovered by the Southwest Eagles' Julian Lopez. We'll be back to take a look at Central's individual stats after this.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro, with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field. Well, at the half of the city championship game, Central is leading 42-0. We mentioned that Central has ran the ball for 131 yards in that first half, and they've thrown it for 86, giving them 217 total yards. This is how they did that individually. First, rushing the football, as it has been all year. Charlie Sullivan, 6 carries for 124 yards. So that's, as you can see, about 20 yards per rushing attempt. So he's knocking on the Gene Martin door. We remember way back when Gene Martin was running the Bucks counter here for Central. He had an average of 20 yards per carry his senior year when he made All-State. Well, Charlie Sullivan had more than 20 yards per attempt in his 6 carries, and he also picked up 4 touchdowns among those 6 carries, which obviously you can see touches the ball 6 times. 2/3 of those touches led to touchdowns. Getting a carry, Damian Rodriguez, as he rolled out and ran, picked up a yard. And then finally we had 1 carry by the H-back, Arturo Estrada, who got the ball on one of those fly plays, took it 6 yards across the line of scrimmage, giving Central 131 total yards. The 6 receptions were spread out among 4 ball carriers. Sergio Garcia had 1 catch for 33 yards. And Carroll, it's probably the best catch this year in the nation. I mean, he just picked that ball right up off the top of the grass, got his fingers on it right on the 1-yard line, made the catch. Absolutely tremendous catch. 1 catch, 33 yards for the super sophomore Sergio Garcia. The aforementioned Artie Estrada also had a catch for 10 yards. Gavin Marini had 3 catches for 44 yards, and 1 went for a touchdown. And the freshman, Emiliano Morales, had 1 catch for a 1-yard touchdown score. So as we get ready for the second half, more bad news for the Eagles. They will kick off to start this second half, and we'll be back with more after this.
McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get you through your day. Fill your tank with V-Power from shelf, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with their giant 52-inch pizza. Daily specials on selected foot-long subs. Yes, McNeece Mart is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
We are at the half, the Central Spartans with a 42-0 lead. Elsewhere, scores around the Imperial Valley League. Palo Verde leads Barstow 27-21 in the third quarter. Brawley 14, Fallbrook 10, third quarter score. Claremont 16, Calapat nothing. It's Bonita Vista 28, Vincent 21. Brawley, we already mentioned that. Mission Bay 21, Holtville 6. Last night, Imperial outlasted Gila Ridge 18-8 in that game. And again, we're sitting here at 42-0. I don't know if it's a clue, but I saw young Mr. Ayala, Jaden Ayala, come out with the football in his hand as if he's going to get a significant playing time here in the second half, John, and that would not surprise me.
No, not only that, Carroll, but he's taking snaps from the 35-yard line, standing on the 30, and then throwing the ball to Sergio Garcia warming up. So I don't see Rodriguez warming up. We see Ayala warming up, and it would make sense. I would expect after last week that we will see the running clock once the ball is kicked off by the Eagles. And watching Centro warm up, it's interesting. Some of these kids like Sergio Garcia, to kind of break the monotony, he's trying to make all his catches one-handed. And so he just sticks a big paw out there and catches Ayala's warm-up tosses. And he is a very sure-handed young man as a sophomore, as he's talking right there at the 40-yard line with Jared Martin. Jared Martin, also another sophomore.
And both of those sophomores last year got significant playing time and quality playing time in situations where, it was not a blowout. So,
they had starting time last year. Both
yes.
of them had starting time
throughout
the season.
And I love to see it. We've already seen freshmen and sophomores getting playing time in the first half. And these are kids that you're going to have to count on next year, the year after. That's where your next star or your next starter is going to come from, and they're going to be the leaders when they go into next year.
And I mentioned that both Jared Martin and Sergio Garcia were standing together chatting. They also are very important to the varsity baseball team of the Spartans. Garcia, left-handed pitcher. Martin is pretty much everything. He can play the outfield, play the infield, but he's a hitter.
You think maybe it's in the genes?
Well, absolutely, with his grandfather Lefty and his father Gino. And not only is he a star here on the football field and the baseball field, but his best sport, actually, some people feel might be basketball. He is an excellent basketball player.
Well, his dad was a good basketball player, too.
I always told Gino back in the day that I thought his next level, meaning a college, would be basketball. But he went pro, played baseball, and which was fine for him, and ended up being a baseball coach. But he told me he didn't like to play basketball because you had to run too much. So if you know Gino, you know why he said that.
And and for what it's worth, I swear any knee issues I have are not from playing 6 years of football. It's from playing about 4 or 5 years of competitive tennis. And basketball is the same. It pounds on your ankles, your knees, and your hips. Ask Bill Walton about that.
And I'm sure that Gino picked the right trajectory as he eschewed going to play basketball in college and went and played minor league baseball.
Yes.
In the Braves organization.
Yes, made it all the way to AAA. Anyway, and a number of other members of the Martin family, professional baseball players. We've got a second half kickoff, and as John pointed out, it will be the Eagles kicking off. The Spartans won the toss, have won everything else. We had fireworks on the field. We had fireworks to the north, somewhere north towards Imperial. Have no idea why, but it was kind of fun to watch that and watch a ball game. We're getting ready for the second half coming up on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the KXO YouTube channel.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road. Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day. You can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
John Driffill, we're set for the second half kickoff. We mentioned the Eagles are to do the kicking. The Spartans are out in the field. The Eagles still on the sidelines. And
well, the clock still has a minute to go. It's
Okay.
finally ticked down under a minute, and so Southwest wants to get the full 15-minute break, as the officials do, as they're just coming out now. But when you're ahead 42-0, I guess you are eager to get back out on the field.
Well, and I would think part of it has to do with you're going to see some clean uniforms and some new players that will be out there. And I think they may be anxious, hey, my time has come, all that time practicing, and now I may actually get to spend some time in a game.
Yeah, we do have Gavin Marini and Sergio Garcia deep for the Spartans, standing on about the 10-yard line. Southwest has not kicked off tonight. They punted several times, but no kickoff, so we'll see. Last week we saw them try the pooch kick a couple times. Let's see if they do that. It looks like Central has pretty much their regular return team in. I do recognize that that super freshman that scored the touchdown, Emiliano Morales, is back as well, standing on the 20-yard line.
Well, you don't typically have a second return team, so that may be what the issue there, John.
Plus, to start a second half, if the score is 80-0, you still usually put your starters out there. You just do, because that's the kind of the
their starters
rhythm you want to keep them in so that they don't get rusty here. As the holdup, Carroll, was Southwest forgot to bring their kicking tee across town. So they had to borrow one from the Central sideline. So we finally have a kicking tee out. The ball is set, and it looks like kicking off for the Eagles is going to be Aiden Salazar. We've seen him punt a lot. Now he will attempt to kick off.
And deep to receive. is Sergio Garcia, and it will be Garcia at the it's a shorter kick. Oh, Garcia has it. Turns it upfield. He's across the 30, the 40, gets a block, and cuts it inside across the grain. Back at the 30, stays on his feet. Down inside the 20-yard line. I don't see any laundry anywhere, John.
Well, that was all Sergio Garcia and downfield blocking. There was Southwest Eagles just pancaked, and we do get the signal, Carroll, that we'll be running clock. So unless we have a lot of timeouts, injuries, or touchdowns, 24 minutes from now, we should have this game over. As they finally did bring Garcia down all the way down to the, looks like the 18-yard line, Carroll, and he returned the ball from the 10. So that's a huge pickup. And it does look like we do have the new quarterback, Jaden Ayala, in for the Spartans.
And I'm trying to see who the running back is, because he has the football, and he's across the 15, the 10, the 5, and down to the 1-yard line is Cesar Becerra. Becerra inside the 5. They'll spot it on the 2.
First time we've called his name, not only tonight, but this year.
No, he was in on a couple of plays, John.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Stocky.
Wasn't quite able to get it in the end zone, so let's see if to reward him, they go ahead and let him carry it in here, or at least attempt to.
Well, he is the running back. I don't have size on him, but he looks short and stout.
Yeah, he looks pretty stocky. He's not 130 pounds out there.
And has some speed, some quicks. Becerra with the football. Becerra into the end zone. Touchdown. Cesar Becerra.
That man will not forget this evening either, Carroll. That's a big deal for him as a senior. Able to score the 8th touchdown here for the Spartans. And hopefully, Carroll, they're going to let the clock run even through touchdowns, which right now they are. So I hope nobody notices that and they just let them do that.
So it is another Spartan score. Point after attempt. Milas Rodriguez. Okay, now we got enough. It's good, but it's going to be a legal procedure. One of the linemen was trotting out onto the field as the ball was snapped and kicked, and that is motion.
So we'll have a re-kick is what you're saying. But, Carroll, no problem here as the clock continues to move.
And, well, that happens when you start shuffling people around.
Yeah,
Am I on, what team? Who's out there? What, yeah.
And, Carroll, in a show of good sportsmanship, Southwest actually has declined the penalties. That's the first time we'll ever see a point that's awarded to a team not be erased on their own penalty.
Let's update some scores for you. Palo Verde leads Barstow 27-21 in the third. Brawley 14, Fallbrook 10, Claremont 16, Calapat nothing, Bonita Vista 28, Vincent 21, Mission Bay 21, Hopeville 6. Right here, we're looking at 48 nothing.
So they must have said the kick was no good then, Carroll. And that's why Southwest didn't take the penalty.
Okay. So we will, I'd fire somebody on that one, John. Deep kick. Fielded at the 15, waiting for the blocking to form, and it does. And bringing it out to about the 30-yard line, where the Eagles will put it in play.
So all my well wishes.
That was
Carroll.
Logan, and I'm sorry, that was not Logan Youngers on the return. Wearing number 10, which Logan wore earlier.
Yeah, that's Aiden Salazar.
Okay.
He's been out there, number 10. Carroll, all those nice, warm, fuzzy thoughts I was thinking about good sportsmanship and declining the penalty certainly makes sense. They did not get the point, so you don't, go ahead and move it back and let them try again.
Yeah, okay. And the way that things are going for the Spartans tonight, that's aside from a fumble earlier. 1st and 10, Eagles spotted on their own 39-yard line. Logan Youngers dumps it off. There's a flag.
Yeah, that's that inside screen that they run so well to Aiden Salazar. And we're going to probably get this one back as we've got several flags down and a little bit of extracurricular activity after the play stop. Would have been a nice 9-yard gain.
We're seeing almost all brand new players in for the Spartans right now.
It's going to be very difficult, Carroll, to get them all out there. Felix Aguirre is on the line. Also out there right now is Davian Hartfeld, another sophomore. And we'll pick up what we can as we go along. Alberto Reyes, a senior.
Holding against the Eagles. Take it back to the 18-yard line.
It'll
be first and 20. Okay, John, I should point out the officials have done a marvelous job. These are not easy games to officiate.
No. The best part is it will not be much longer before we'll hear the final gun.
Youngers with the snap. Youngers drops back. Youngers breaks the pocket, turns it upfield, and is horse-collared down at about the 25.
Also, I want to give props out there. Malachi Okan, we have not called his name tonight. He's out there on the defensive line.
I would give you some of the Southwest Eagles, but we don't have a complete roster. And for the most part, they haven't changed up much. Logan Youngers, Matai Cervantes.
Yeah, and there's no reason for them to. They're still out here. They got their first team. That's what you'd want. There's no sense to put anybody else out there now.
William Lillian on the near side. Awful quiet for him tonight, and he has been a big part of their offense in the past. Fires downfield. It is complete across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And Estrada with the catch.
Yeah, that's Noah Estrada. Noah
so
gets
good for the first down. Out to the 45.
His first catch here in the second half goes for 20 yards and picks up a first down.
Fourth quarter score, Brawley leads Fallbrook 14-10. Everybody in tight here on the 1st and 10. From the pistol, Logan Youngers hands off, trying to turn it upfield, finding some room, and crossing the 50 down to about the 47-yard line in Spartan territory.
Once again, carrying the football and getting positive yards is Edgar Cisneros. And you can see a little bit of difference with the talent level now on the field for the Spartans. Also out there is Marco Alvarez. Not quite the speed when you have Jared Martin and Iziola and some of those other linebackers trying to chase you down. That's a nice 7-yard pickup.
Senior Julian Cortez in the middle linebacking spot. Okay, you're giving your first team a break. Big game next week. And back to pass. Youngers chased out of the pocket, gets a block, turns it upfield, and then sandwiched. I heard that hit up here in the press box, John.
But he will pick up a first down. So Southwest has a nice drive going right here as he was able to pick up the 3 yards necessary for the first down.
And you could hear that hit across the stadium.
Perfectly clean hit. There's nothing awares about that.
The Spartans have a big game against Mater Dei next week.
Julian Cortez also is out there now for the Spartans at linebacker.
The Spartans' second team reserves getting well-deserved playing time. you're resting and keeping your starters healthy and rewarding the other players. Cisneros again into the middle.
Yeah, that's
And
nice.
picks up some yardage as Anthony Valladolid with the stop.
That was a nice, just straight up the middle, almost like a halfback dive. As coming in for the Spartans now on the defensive line is Diego Hernandez.
It is second and 7.
Julian Cortez also is now in the linebacking position.
Single setback. Cisneros. Younger's in from the pistol and chased out of the pocket, dumps it off. It is caught. Nice catch and nice run after the catch. William Lillian.
And you mentioned
Lillian finally got in.
You mentioned he's been very quiet tonight. He's been a major part of their offense in the past. And that was an excellent play by Youngers first as he's going down in the grass, got rid of the ball, and the Central Spartan tried to intercept it and didn't make the play. So Southwest gets their third first down on this drive.
1st and 10 from the Spartan 33. Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Handoff right up the gut and picking up about 4 yards down to the 30.
That was the other Cervantes.
That was Fernie. He had a lot of touches last week, not so many this week. And we may get one more play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Southwest looking at the clock, so it's up to them if they want to snap it or if they're just going to go ahead and let the last 20 seconds run out. Looks like they want to put the ball in play.
They want to score. Youngers back to pass. Youngers chased out of the pocket, chased to the far side, rolling, dumping it off, and almost picked off. When you're ahead 48-0, you can gamble. And the gambler right there, Alberto Reyes, had he picked that, it would have been a 6. That's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of football at Cal Jones Field, the city championship, it is 48-0, the Central Spartans lead.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro with 7 types of marinated chicken to choose from. An award-winning carne asada. Check out these specials. Certified Angus beef brisket, just $3.99 a pound. And certified Angus tomahawk steaks, $9.99 a pound. Kennedy's Karne is open Sunday through Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Thursday through Saturday, 8 to 8. That's Kennedy's Karne at 1239 Adams Avenue in El Centro.
Heading into the fourth quarter of play, John, 48-0, the Central Spartans with a big lead. And the
Central ran 2 plays in that third quarter, Carroll.
They didn't have to run anymore. So
Southwest has a nice 8-play drive going here. It's 3rd and about 7 from the 30-yard line of the Spartans.
3rd and 7. Logan Youngers takes the snap, drops back, dumps it off across the middle, and it is Matai Cervantes picks up the first down as he crosses they'll spot it right on the 20. So it is a first down.
Nice 10-yard pickup for Matai and the Eagles. As Southwest now knocking on the door, seeing if they can put their first score up here. As all of the Eagles look to the sidelines to get the call in. We saw that play last week, too, where Matai is in the block, and then he just releases Carroll. And if the linebacker doesn't pick him up, as they did not that time, he's wide open.
Youngers hands off Cisneros. Cisneros looking for some running room, and it closes very quickly. Started off tackle, cut it outside, and the Spartans slid along with him. And no gain. Well, I'm sorry. Give him 3 yards, so it's 2nd and 7.
Yes, Cisneros did a nice job of picking up those yards, Carroll, as he was able to cut inside and split 2 would-be tacklers.
Power formation to the right side. They run to the right side. Cisneros dips inside, cuts it outside, picks up about 5 yards, bring up 3rd and 2. Fallbrook leads Brawley right now, 17-14. Bonita Vista 35, Vincent 21. At Fallbrook, Brawley scores in the 4th quarter.
Is that game at Brawley, do you know?
It is in Fallbrook.
So that was not the Brawley homecoming fireworks then that we saw.
Wasn't Imperial. They played last night. And Vincent is in Mission Bay. 3rd and about 3. Again, power running formation to the right. They cut it to the right, and Matai Cervantes gets awful close to the first down.
Cervantes got most of that on his own as he was stacked up, and he did cross the 10-yard line, so it will be 1st and goal for the Eagles here in the 4th quarter.
Okay, you're the Spartan defense, your second team defense. You want to stop them. It's a matter of pride.
And that is Manti Teo's first carry here of the half. Picked up the first down. Southwest with 5 first downs on this drive. Put together a very nice drive.
Cervantes, single setback. Everybody else in tight. Fake it to Cervantes, roll it to the left. It's a quarterback keeper, and Logan Youngers keeps it. Picks up a couple of yards.
It's good to see Logan actually getting some positive yards. That is his 3rd carry, and he did pick up, as you mentioned, a couple yards.
2nd and goal. The ball just shy of the 5-yard line. And again, the Spartans' second team defense wants to keep them out. It is Cervantes. Matai Cervantes picks up a couple more yards, down to the 4, actually.
And Carroll, right here, the Eagles actually have a chance to not only pick up a touchdown, but they've got several options. They've done that slant that we've seen work so well. They've also done the little pass to Cervantes out of the backfield that's been very effective, and they've been very effective running the ball with Cisneros. So let's see what they do here.
From the shotgun, Youngers directs traffic. Bad snap, rolls back, picks it up, and breaks him down through the middle and gets it into the end zone. Busted play that ends up 6 points for the Eagles. No defense for that.
Yeah, the ball was snapped poorly, and Youngers ran back, picked it up, and all the Spartans just ran in, and once he stepped back and then took off, there was nobody there to stop him. Picked up his touchdown. Southwest first score of the night.
So the Eagles get on the board. They will try the point after. John, have we seen Skylar Cook tonight?
Yes, he's played the whole game, both
Okay.
offense and defense, except when they brought in the second team.
Haven't called his name much. That kind of surprised me.
48 to now 6, not any real need to use him.
Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So we've got 6 minutes to play in this football game. It is 48-7. The Central Spartans lead.
Simply at Home, now at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. The largest vintage and antique selection in the valley. Over 3,000 square feet of collectibles and antiques. With a wide selection of vendors, you never know what you're going to find at Simply at Home. Come check out the other great businesses inside Simply at Home's new location, such as Lola's Essentials, Wicked Ink Tattoo, All Valley Estates, and Odds and Ends. That's Simply at Home, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays, 10 to 3, at 607 West Main Street in El Centro. Learning a new skill, continuing your education, or returning to school for the first time can be stressful. IVC has the resources to help you succeed by offering programs to eligible students who qualify for tuition assistance, book grants, and additional programs like IVC's Kitchen Pantry, Housing Program, Career Services Support, and so much more. Let Imperial Valley College help you become a college graduate. Visit imperial.edu/admissions to register today. Imperial Valley College is recognized nationwide as a top 10 community college for college excellence.
It's high school football. We are live on KXO Centro, California, AM 1230. And we're also on our YouTube channel. You know, you can go back and listen to the game. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free. And you can also catch Mickey Dale, George Grahava, and the Imperial Tiger game from last night. Or go back into the archives and listen to games from back in the day even.
That's quite a library resource to have, Carroll. I've used it several times, and not necessarily scouting other teams, but just seeing who plays the most, what positions. And so we have a kind of a head start in knowing who the starters are going to be.
Okay, the clock continues to run.
Which is a good thing.
Yes, and the officials have been discussing some things. And now we're about ready for a kickoff.
Well, once again, we mentioned that Southwest left their kicking tee over at the stadium over there in Southwest, and so they have to borrow from Central once again.
Why don't we do what I had to do last week and send Gabe? Gabe, go get the kicking tee for the Eagles. It is down to about 3.5 minutes to play, which means I don't see much more happening.
Aiden Salazar ready to kick.
Nice kick. Fielded at the 10. Bringing it out, looking for some, just run straight up the field. It is Garcia. Flags on the play. Back way away from the play. And Garcia brings it out to the 30, but we'll have to see where it ends up. The flag is back on about the 16.
And Carroll, by the time they get this sorted out, there should be less than 2 minutes to play. So it is foreseeable that Central could go ahead and go into the victory formation and run this clock out and run the game out.
Okay, personal foul against the Eagles.
Somebody grabbed the face mask, so that will give the ball to Central. Going to put it down on the 35-yard line. As you mentioned, the flag was on the 20. That's where the penalty was. So that'll start Central on their own 35-yard line.
Timothy Blackburn lined up way on the far right side, the wide side of the field. Clock continues to run. We've got 2.5 minutes to play in this game. Spartans will put it in play. Jaden Ayala. Bad snap, and
Southwest got it.
Eagles recover the fumble, and
well, let's see. Now Southwest is saying their ball. The refs changed it, but now he's giving the ball to Southwest.
He initially signaled Southwest. I think one of the Spartans took it away and then wanted to argue, but no, JJ called it immediately that it was Southwest football. Spotted on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Eagles. The Spartans a little bit discombobulated on defense right now.
And that on the recover for the Eagles was Ethan Vasquez, starting linebacker.
1st and 10 from the 30 of the Spartans. The Eagles have the ball. They trail 48-7. Logan Youngers looking downfield, fires into the corner of the end zone and goes incomplete. Lilium was the intended target. Good coverage downfield by Alberto Reyes. Reyes gives away about 8 inches there.
We would expect Southwest to once again try to throw the ball into the end zone. They've got time for maybe 2 more throws if they don't complete them.
Youngers dumps it off, a little screen pass, and there's nothing there. Swarmed on, and the Spartans say they recovered the football, but
we're going to get a timeout, Carroll, as the Eagles are going to exercise their timeout, so you can stop the clock, obviously, by a timeout.
One of the Eagles getting up a little bit slowly.
And it is going to be Central football, according to the
J.J. Jackson just signaled it is Spartan football, a fumble recovery.
Let's see now if we're going to have that stand, as Cervantes was down at the bottom of the pile, and he comes up gimpy. He's the one that received the pass.
So the Spartans, okay. Clock stopped with the timeout, 32 seconds to play in the game. I think as soon as they spot the ball.
Yeah, Southwest took the timeout because they were not aware of the fact that the ball had been lost on a fumble, and they would have let the clock run out because it would have. The only way they could stop it would be injury or timeout. And
now there's a flag.
Yeah, somebody from Southwest said something that the officials did not appreciate, and that young man is being escorted off the field, and that does not bode well. He may not be able to play next week. Which,
if he was ejected, and we'll have to wait and see if, as an official, I don't want to eject anybody because there's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, I don't think he actually ejected him.
No, I don't think so
either. He escorted him to the sidelines and said, put this young man on the bench, and we'll both be happy, since there's time for one snap, and that should be the end of the game. I did not see who came up with that fumble recovery.
I did not either. And unsportsmanlike against the Eagles is the call. Not that it makes any difference. There will be a victory. Now they start the clock. There should be no other play. We should be done. Okay, that's it. That's it. The final play, the final score. The Central Spartans retain the Mayor's Trophy as they win the city championship. And our final score, 48-7, Central over the Southwest Eagles.
Kennedy's Taco Shop in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro, home of the 2 for $10 burritos and tortas, 99-cent fish tacos every day you can enjoy with an ice-cold beer. And don't forget Kennedy's award-winning carne asada. They also have thrifty ice cream. Kennedy's Taco Shop is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 7, Saturdays 11 to 6. That's Kennedy's Taco Shop, 1560 Ocotillo Drive in the Ocotillo Plaza in El Centro.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year, P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Craving Mexican food? La Fonda Bar Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. You're never disappointed on the service you get, the smiling faces who serve you, and the food that's delivered to your table. They make you feel at home. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily, from chile rellenos to enchiladas. Everything is handmade. La Fonda Bar Grill, 1950 South 4th Street, El Centro.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Well, the city championship game, it was all Central Spartans. as they defeat the Southwest Eagles 48-7. John is working on some numbers for us, and I know pretty much which way they're going to go, and we will get to them. But let's back up and let's recap scoring around the valley. Mission Bay 34, Holtville 14, third quarter score. Fallbrook leads Brawley 17-14, a fourth quarter score. Third quarter, Bonita Vista 35, Vincent Memorial 21. We have Palo Verde 27, Barstow 21. Claremont, last we had its second quarter score. It was Claremont 16, Calapat nothing. And last night, it was the Imperial Tigers beating the Gila Ridge Hawks, and the score there was 18-8.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
High school football live on AM 1230 KXO. Tonight it was all Central. The Spartans defeating the Eagles from Southwest High School 48-7. And what's it going to mean to the Spartans? Not a lot. Spartans are a Division II school. Southwest Eagles are a Division V school. So they're not going to get any power points or anything for the win. Of course, they do get to enjoy bragging rights in El Centro, and that carries a lot of weight as well. So the Spartans coming up big, and after an exchange of fumbles to begin the first quarter, the Spartans just kind of settled down and got down to business. And that business included, let's give the ball to Charlie Sullivan. And Charlie Sullivan knew exactly what to do with it. John Driffill, you've got Charlie's numbers, but you got a lot of other numbers as well, right?
Yes, let's take a look at what happened here tonight in the 26th City Championship game, where Central comes away with a 48-7 victory. Southwest ran the ball 28 times from scrimmage. You add in all the sacks. We mentioned that Youngers was sacked for a negative 91 yards in the first half, did much better in the second, ended up 28 rushes for negative 33 yards. Youngers 10 for 15 for 97 yards. And that gave a positive note of 64 yards to the Eagles. The Eagles were able to pick up 7 first downs. They did have 3 turnovers. Unfortunately, the last fumble recovery, we did not see which Spartan got that, but the first 2, one was recovered by Ethan Thomas and the other by Skylar Cook. Individually rushing the football for the Eagles tonight, Logan Youngers gets credited with 12 carries for negative 76 yards, but he does get the 1 touchdown. Also getting some carries was Matai Cervantes, 8 carries, 14 yards. Aiden Salazar had 1 carry for no gain. And Edgar Cisneros for the Eagles had 6 carries for 26 yards. That's more than 4 yards per attempt. And Enrique Cervantes' brother, a year younger, Fernando Cervantes, Fernie, had 1 carry for 3 yards. The 10 pass completions were divided among 5 different players. Enrique Mantai Cervantes had 3 catches for 15 yards. Aiden Salazar, 1 catch for 5 yards. Jonah Estrada had 3 catches, 30 yards. Also getting 2 catches was Andres Lopez for 39 yards and 1 catch in the second half. William Lillian, 1 catch for 8 yards, but that set up the 1 touchdown that Southwest scored. Central ran the ball 10 times for 149 yards. 6 for 10 were the Spartan quarterbacks, mainly Rodriguez, but also Ayala had a couple attempts. 6 for 10, 86 yards, giving Central 235 yards. Central had 9 first downs. They also did have 2 fumbles. One was recovered by the Eagles' Ethan Vasquez, and the other was recovered by Julian Lopez. Individually, as you mentioned, as always, Charlie Sullivan, 6 carries, 124 yards, 4 touchdowns. Damon Rodriguez, 1 carry, 1 yard. Artie Estrada, 1 carry for 6 yards on a fly sweep play. And also in the second half, Cesar Becerra had 2 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. The 6 completions all in the first half were divided among 4 players. We already mentioned Sergio Garcia's fantastic catch of 33 yards at the 1-yard line. Also, Artie Rodriguez had 1 catch for 10 yards. Gavin Marini, 3 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. And the freshman, Emiliano Morales, had 1 catch for 1-yard touchdown. So all in all, Carroll, the second half running clock got us out here rather quickly. Didn't appear to be any real hard feelings from either side as both teams shook hands after the game was over. And Centro will take this to the bank as their 3rd victory. They go above 500 now with a 3-2 record on the year.
Okay, John, the game, as we pointed out, it was all Central. Central starters didn't play in the second half, and a lot of second and third team players got rewarded for all that practice time with a lot of playing time tonight. Recapping scores for you, I think ours right now is the only final. A lot of fourth quarter scores. Bonita Vista leads Vincent Memorial 35-28. Vincent Memorial has a way of coming back, from behind, and that one's not over. Palo Verde over Barstow, 41-28, fourth quarter score. Brawley 21, Fallbrook 17. 2 minutes left to play in that game. Mission Bay 34, Holtville 14. And a very early score, Claremont 16, Calapat nothing. Next week, it's a little bit different. We will be here next week, and it will be Mater Dei, the Crusaders, and a really good test for the Central Spartans to find out, okay, how good are we? Are we going to be able to play with the big boys? And we'll wait and see how that one comes out. We want to let you know high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, by the CB Stop in Calexico, McNeece Mart at Dogwood and Maine in El Centro, by La Fonda Restaurant, Bar and Grill in El Centro. Stan's Auto Body serving the Imperial Valley. Also brought to you by the Broken Yolk Restaurant, Broken Spoke Café, and by Kennedy's Taco Shop, by Simply at Home, and by Imperial Valley College and Kennedy's Karne. Again, next week we'll be on the air, 6:45. The Central Spartans host the Crusaders from Mater Dei. For our technical support with Bobby Brown and Kurt Hoffman, our producer engineer in the studios, Gabe Lemus, John Driffill, color commentary and stats. I'm Carroll Buckley. Thank you, and keep it tuned to AM 1230.